Game in our arena series. We're 1 and 2 with this hunter deck, so let's go. So you'll see that it's finding an opponent. The way arena works is it will try to match us with somebody else who has a 1 and 2 record, and yeah, that's what it's looking for right now. I should give Cannibal a shout out. You're absolutely right. He donated, I want to say $100. I believe it was two $50 shots, and we opened 80 packs on the stream on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. I think in total I've gotten donations of about $170 so far, and I have probably spent about 130, 150 of my own money. Which I absolutely don't mind because I'm loving the game, and I'll get all that back in packs after the beta, so it's not like it's wasted. Although it's probably a lot more than I would have spent otherwise. Alright, so we're playing a rogue this time. This is a pretty rough early draw. Gnomish Inventor isn't bad, but I'm going to drop the Sunwalker and the Corehound. They're way too strong. I'm going to drop the Gnomish Inventor as well, actually. We really need some of our early control spells. Newbie Gamer in the UK. I think I don't have any reason to say this other than just pure conjecture, but I suspect that they will either start the beta at Gamescom, which I believe starts next Tuesday in Cologne, Germany, or at Gamescom they will at least announce when the beta is going to start or their plans for it for Europe. Again, Blizzard hasn't said anything along those lines, but to me that just makes sense. I think they're going to want to announce something at Cologne. I will say the only person from the Hearthstone team actually going to Cologne is like their senior art director, so they're not putting a lot of presence there. Could mean one of two things. It could mean they're not going to make an announcement. It could also mean that maybe they're all staying back because they're working on expanding the beta, so you never go. They left a clue matter of days, not weeks, for Europe. I hadn't heard that. Okay. That could be cool. Oh, it's this week is Gamescom? Nice. Alright, so let's get back to the game. I'm actually going to coin into Animal Companion. That's going to give us some good early board control. So let's do that. Nice. We got Huffer, who's a 4-2 with charge. So we're going to drop 4 points of damage. And then we'll move on. For those of you who have not seen Animal Companion, it summons a random beast. There's 4 random beasts it can summon. If you, I don't remember all of them. I think it's Hunter. It's Huffer, Misha, Loek, and something else. It's in my Hearthstone 101 guide. You can also check it out on the Hearthstone forums. The card database has it. So yeah. Alright, so we're up to 3 mana now. We basically have a choice of either steady shotting or sniping. We don't really have a good trade here, so I think 4 points of damage to the rogue is the way to go with our minion. I kind of like snipe for board control, because he's going to trade probably here this next turn, and drop a decent sized minion. So let's get snipe on the board.
Job's done.
If Hearthstone is going to get more keys, I don't know. I don't know that we necessarily finished giving them all out. I think we have, I could be wrong, I think we have another contest going. Don't quote me on that. But yeah. Yeah, the boards are definitely getting spammed by all the people wanting beta keys. If you haven't noticed the traffic recently, the spam has been the traffic on the website has really gone up, I have to say. Alright, so we could play Demolisher here. He's gonna have to trade his Sinjin for it next turn. Or trade, yeah, it's the only thing that can kill it. Oh, not even a Sinjin would kill it, actually. 3, 2, he'd have to trade 2 for 1 minion, so kind of like Demolisher. Ancient Brewmaster doesn't get us anything. Multi-shot. We could get lucky and kill the Sinjin. I kind of would rather save multi-shot. You think multi-shot? I'm kind of thinking multi-shot for something bigger later on. But if we get lucky and kill Sinjin, we can really change the game. So, yeah, you know what? Let's Sinjin it. Nice. So we did kill Sinjin. So we did multi-shot, which killed Sinjin. And then, yeah, I could have traded here. That's true. That probably would have been a better play, but now we get to do 4 damage. So basically 2 options there. We could have traded with the Novice Engineer, which would have guaranteed a kill on Sinjin, and he would have Huffer would have stayed alive. Probably, honestly, the better play had I thought about it a little bit more. But you know, we had a. All right, someone do the math for me. Sorry. The chances of us not hitting Sinjin there, let's see, with multi-shot, were 30%? That's got to be right. Oh, you're right. Sinjin has taunt, so we couldn't do that. Okay, I knew there's a reason why I didn't think about that. Sorry. Very true. Thank you guys for making me sound good. Perdition's Blade. So, interesting card there. He comboed it to deal 2 damage. It's a good play.
Well played.
So I think that was a good play by him. He's not going to have a Perdition play, but now we have a weapon as well. So we can start hitting for 5 a turn. We can get Demolisher into play, which will probably kill his Brewmaster if he doesn't take Demolisher out. Could get Oasis Snapjaw. That gives us a lot of board presence. And will let us trade at will pretty much. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to go Demolisher into Steady Shot because this is basically taunt for us. He's gonna have to deal with it, so let's do that.
Job's done.
So we'll end our turn. Yeah, he can definitely take it out with Brewmaster and Weapon, but if he does that, he is trading a minion and an attack for 1 card. He's also going to take 1 damage back if he attacks it, so, you know, we do 1 damage for sure. Yeah, so this is fine. I mean, you know, he used an attack and a card to kill 1 guy, so that's fine. Again, you've probably heard me say this before. You'll hear me in stream sometimes refer to a soft taunt. What I mean by that is the minion doesn't actually have taunt, but it's got some ability that they absolutely are going to have to deal with, and therefore I consider it a soft taunt. Alright, so let's see, what are our options here? So he's got 7 damage coming on the board. We don't really have anything to clear. We can clear with the Arcane Shot. That'll take us to 5. Yeah, I think the play here is Arcane Shot into Eaglehorn Bow, and we can do 5 damage. 5 damage to the hero directly. Yeah, I think that's the play.
I hunt alone. Job's done.
Yep. So, you know, we're losing board control a little bit, although we have 3 good minions left. I think one thing we're also seeing with this deck is we are lacking draw power. I think we had the opportunity to take tracking either once or twice. We probably should have taken it. You know, I think when you're looking at Arena, let's talk a little bit about how to make a good Arena deck. You kind of have to get your fundamentals in place. You're not really looking for the big sexy cards most of the time. You're really looking for a draw power, taunt, are really what you're looking for, and a good mix of minions and spells. Big combos are generally not going to happen unless you get really lucky. So we can get a taunt minion down, which is great. We can hit for 5 more damage. It's going to have to deal with. It's going to take 2 minions to deal with the Fen Creeper. So I think that is definitely the play. Now he could, if he's got any form of silence, he could silence the Fen Creeper's taunt away, in which case we can bounce it with the Brewmaster, and then, well, we can't recast at the same turn, but we could bounce it with the Brewmaster and cast maybe the Snapjaw, so I feel like we're in a pretty decent spot here. So, yeah, he could sap. Yeah, if he saps it, then, you know, he bounces it back to us. Not terrible, that's probably what he'll assassinate. Assassinate's also perfectly legit. So let's see, he's got 8, 9, he's got 13 points of damage on the board. So, you know, it's becoming a bit of a race, unfortunately, and it looks like it might be a race that we're going to lose. So we have no taunt left. We have nothing, no way to clear. He's got 13 points of damage. That's game. Unfortunately, that's game. And again, with this deck, I think we're, yeah, we don't have anything we can do here. Because we have no taunt. and we have nothing to clear. So he's gonna win no matter what. I think we'll just, you know, throw some cards down for shits and giggles.
I'll put it on your tab.
Yeah, but that's game. This is Arena. So, you know, we're going to end up finishing 1-3 with this deck. I can't say I'm entirely surprised given the nature of the deck. It's kind of funny. I don't know why he's actually dealing with our minions. He could just attack us and kill the game in the game. Maybe he doesn't realize that, or maybe he just wants to show off a little bit. You know, he better be careful here. If he doesn't just attack me and kill me, I can draw multi-shot or something next turn. There he goes. And maybe come back, so. That was a little unnecessary. A little bit of trolling there, but that's okay. So, you know, it is what it is. I think this deck came out about the way we expected it to. So I don't know that I don't know. I think it is what it is. I'll tell you honestly, if you look back, if you watch the video, which I'll post up of building this deck, we got some pretty crappy choices. We did have just bad choices. So, you know, that's what happens. That's the RNG nature of Arena. So, all right, so we finished 1-3. We have a level 1 key, so let's open it. It will be a pack of cards and some arcane dust and gold, and it probably will be like 10 arcane dust or 10 gold a pop, maybe even 5. So 5 arcane dust, 15, 5, 10. So I would actually, because we've opened so many packs, I actually don't need arcane dust very much, but we didn't have many low-cost cards. Actually, we had a lot of low-cost cards. Fuzzy, I don't know if you just saw the last game, the last game only, where we just got unlucky, I think, that we didn't draw them. If anything, our mana curve was actually low, I would say. So